It's Monday. I am going to paint every aspect of this motorhome that is metal and rusty. I'm gonna turn on the old oscillating tool. Go around. I am gonna knock off any rivets that are there, because that's the main reason for not painting yet, is the rivets. So knock off all the rivets. I'm gonna go over every inch of the metal frame with the wire brush, and then anything that's left, I will, if there's time left, I will either play video games or paint. I got some marks on my face, don't mind that. Alright, I threw some paint on some bits. Most of that can, I mean, it's only half a can to begin with, but most of it was like turned into like a, it kind of just felt like a rubber, piece of rubber, because it was really old paint, and I was just trying to be, you know, money savvy. I'm gonna buy more of the exact same kind if I can find it. It doesn't have to be black. It doesn't matter what color it is. It goes on really gooey, like a. It's less like you're painting and more like you're coating something with a layer of like linoleum, of like, you know. Fuck. Shouldn't have done that. Anyways, so that's it for now. I'll, you know, next time you see me, I'll probably have more paint, and I purposely made like a point that I'm not going past yet situation. In fact, no, I don't have enough. I could. I may, because this is the yellow, you know, stuff that goes over the rest, and this is the black stuff, which is better. But I might throw down floor all along this, even though I have to do up here still. I'll just take a chance. I don't really care that much if I get paint on this floor. It's not a permanent thing anyways. But obviously any time spent living with that, I'll have to deal with the fact that there's paint on it. I don't care. Other people care, but I don't. I really don't. I don't give a damn. So yeah, we'll see. I might do flooring next, you know, up until this part, and then paint the rest. I don't know. We'll see. So as you can see by the black railing everywhere, I have been working on the paint, or the rusty frame. And I just thought some of you might look at it and be like, why is he leaving all this like foam on there before, leaving the foam on there and then spraying the paint on over the top instead of taking off all the foam? And here's why. Because I've noticed that most of the spots where there is foam still reasonably covering the rail, it's not rusty anyways. So this doesn't need a layer of that stuff. I am still tempted to, just fully remove foam. So I'm gonna get started on all this stuff, and I'm gonna take off these bolts. And when I'm doing that, not bolts, these are screws, but when I'm doing that, I'll probably take off the yellow stuff. But for this part of it, there's areas where I did not take off the foam, just because the covered foam parts are the parts that aren't as rusty, is what I've noticed. But some of this stuff still has to go. Like, that one was loose, so you can see that there's the parts of it that were exposed are rusty, and the parts. First thing I'm gonna have to do is move everything that's currently past the black painted area to this side of the motorhome, and then I'll start painting again. I have to charge my light, so I'm not gonna record the process, but all I'm gonna do, because I'm done painting the frame, all I'm gonna do is pick up stuff off the ground, vacuum the spot, sweep, vacuum, clean, and then lay down a vinyl board, and I'm gonna lay vinyl down for the whole place. There's a little puppy action for you. It's Friday. I got a little mess. I just brushed my teeth. I have the floor done for half of it. So this entire side of the motorhome has the floor down. I threw up last night because I was sick. So today I'm going to do the floor for this side of the motorhome. Obviously I have not hit up here on where the seats will go, because no, I think I will put floor down before I put seats down, but seats are a long way out. And then I didn't put any flooring on top of this because I don't plan to. That should be the top, the bed will be going here, and I might try to do a futon, but I don't know. What I'd like to do is turn my current bed into a futon. It would be resting there, and you just have, because it's a like memory foam type mattress, so it can easily bend and all that. That's still in use at Dad's house though, so for today we're working on the floors. What I am trying to do, I'm not recording myself doing the floors, because what I do is, like, I put 2 planks down and then I go play some video games, or I put a couple planks down and then I go eat, or I put a couple planks down. Because each plank requires you to clean the floor, cut the board, measure, cut, etc. I certainly could get it done fairly quickly, but I'm too lazy. And we're getting there. Today I should edit the video and upload it. I should have done it yesterday, but I was sick, so. Allow me to introduce you to a problem I have. It's not really a problem. I got a solution, but it's something that I'm essentially going to be putting off. So I'm going to throw down board for right here, but it won't sit flat. You can even see that this whole thing is higher than the floor would even be. So the right thing to do would be, you know, take this off and patch it properly instead of this like sloppy patching. I'm not going to be able to do that. I mean, I can do that. I just, you know, don't have, I'm not going to do that because this whole base floorboard, at some point in the like distant future, needs to be replaced. The whole thing. It doesn't need to be replaced necessarily, but I would rather replace the whole baseboard than do a random little patch over there, random little patch over here, random little patch over there, than have a, you know, just a bunch of patchy board that's going to constantly be falling apart. So temporarily, you know, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I am going to just go around it. What I was going to do is I was going to drill holes. So drill a hole, drill a hole, drill a hole, drill in the board. And then you just have little nuts sticking out, but you can see that this whole piece of wood is sticking up. And, you know, if I technically removed it, it'd be like an access to there's a storage compartment underneath that I think that's why someone probably cut it up, is they were probably lifting the thing up and getting into the trunk, you know, the side compartments. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut a board around it, and my next board I'll cut will, you know, after that will be over here, but I'm just gonna put like something over the top of it. Like, I'm kind of imagining the layout of this whole thing, because you're gonna have countertops, you know, to, I guess, like here. Then you've got bathroom here, and then you've got bedroom here. I'm not gonna do walls. I might do walls for the bathroom, but that's down the road, obviously. So here, you could also have storage, countertop, that kind of thing. Or I could have, this is probably kitchen, right? You'd have a seat and a table situation that is put awayable. So I imagine I'll put like a chair over that, and that will be hidden by the chair. Until eventually, far down the road, maybe a couple of years, probably after I have the automotive aspect of this vehicle going, once it's driving, I'll pull all the floor out. Because when I replace the baseboards, I have to weld new, what I'm thinking, I could do angle iron, or I could do something similar. I wouldn't do this because you wouldn't want this for the bottom. I would want it like this. So either angle iron, so angle iron would be one side, or this one, which is 3-sided. If I did a 3-sided one, I would just cut you know, cut, get rid of all the rusty junk, and then put the new one down there, and you would just weld it at each one of these points, and you would do them one by one by one by one by one. I didn't even think about that was in the shot. It doesn't matter that much, but that's just a little explanation on that. So that's gonna look ugly for now. Now, one thing I am doing that's kind of unnecessary, but may as well, is I'm putting putty in holes that are currently in the thing before I lay down the board. This is just so that when I step on the vinyl, you know, you're not gonna have, you know, a gap there. Like, because if your foot stepped on the vinyl there, your foot would sink in a little bit. And it's really uneven floor, so no matter what, you get that to some degree. But even though I'm going to eventually throw away these boards, I'm still putting filler in there. It's not very expensive. This is like 15 bucks or something. Okay, I'm done working on the motorhome for the day. It is still Friday. I got this much of the floor done. So obviously the first half was already done. I put all this board down. Here's the spot that I had to like go weird around, and you can even see that this is still up. I could have cut better, but I wasn't too worried about it because the whole area over here is bumpy. That's when I bought the motorhome, the guy who had worked on the motorhome last had put a stool here with a chest, essentially. It had a bunch of drugs in it. We threw away the drugs when we bought the motorhome. We didn't know until we had already gotten it home. But obviously he was trying to cover up the junky spot with the chest. Not that the motorhome was in a good shape anyways. Here's the lining of the stairs. I went under the fridge, of course. I still have to put one down there. This is where I stopped. So I still got to do this whole corner here tomorrow. And pretty much we got some weird spots like this where we're going to have some up. Because it's like borderline the transition spot. It still needs a lot of work. But the floor is pretty much done. I will have it done tomorrow. The reason for stopping early instead of just finishing, and as you walk, you can actually feel indents and divots in the ground. Like here, let's see, there should be a hole around here somewhere. There's a few spots where I've left holes where if you put, like say one of these chair legs was right, let me see, right here you can see it. So if one of these chair legs was on that spot and a really fat person sat in it, you know, it could go through. So it's not perfect. Certainly could use work, but it's better than what I had before, for sure. Finally looks like something's going on here. And yeah, now I'm gonna start editing the video and then I will upload it. Yeah, the reason I had to stop, as I was saying before I interrupted myself, I had to stop so that I can edit the video. And I'm also taking my shoes off before coming in onto this floor and even wiping Parsifal's paws down with this rag. Okie dokie.